Okay, here we go with round one. So it'll be Troy to go first. So what they're going to do, is just going to go up towards that Pimpmobile. So Troy's going to use his two of his actions to move up there, but he's not going to search the car. And I'll tell you why in a minute. That is all Troy is going to do. Ivy, instead, is going to use two actions to move up to the car, and she's going to search it. So it'll either be Mars Shotgun or the Evil Twins, and it's the Evil Twins. Now the reason I had Ivy search the car is because she has Sniper, so she can use those guns and pick out who she wants at range. So we now have Chaz, and all Chaz is going to do is he's going to move up there as well, and so is Eva. Now I'm not going to have them get in the car and drive it because there's no need really at the moment. That'll be probably later on. So we're now going to spawn, and we're going to start up in there, and we're going to move clockwise. These cars have been shuffled. They're on blue, so it's 2 walkers. And I've moved the spawn zones off the map, so it's a lot easier to put the figures on. Now spawn in that point, and it's 1 walker. So we have a walker there. We now spawn down in this zone, 1 walker. I will have to try and remember to look out for manhole covers. We'll now spawn in this one, and it's 1 more walker. And I'll put those cards on the bottom of the deck. So that's the first round. So we move Troy, that one, over to Ivy. So Ivy will be going first. So what will Ivy do? She can't search the car again. That car is finished with searching. So she's going to take 2 actions to move here, and she's going to search the police car. Remember, you keep turning up until a weapon appears, and it's a machete. So she has a machete now. So she's quite fully armed, and that is her go over. We now have Chaz. Chaz is also going to move up here and search the car. Bottle of water, it's not a weapon, so we carry on going. And he's got a zombie, so the search stops. The zombie appears. Because Chaz, his special ability is 1 free melee action, he can actually attack this zombie in hand-to-hand combat, and he has a crowbar. The crowbar is 1 dice to get a 4 or more. So he needs to kill this zombie. He's got it. The zombie is dead, and Chaz, just do this off screen, moves up to 1 on this experience bar. So that's good from Chaz. But unfortunately his searching has stopped. So we now have Eva. Eva is also going to move up, and she's going to search the car. Now, scope. We could class this as a weapon because it is part of a weapon. But you can't actually use that to attack anybody, so I'm going to stick with the rules and not bother. Next card is a rifle. So she's thrown away the scope, but she's now got a rifle. So that's Eva. So hopefully another scope will appear. And we finally have Troy. Troy's going to take 2 actions to move up, and he is also going to search the car. So we don't want another zombie. Plenty of ammo, doesn't count. Plenty of ammo, doesn't count. And he's got a baseball bat. So he's now got a better hand-to-hand weapon than what he had before, because he had the pan. So we move the pan up and equip him with a baseball bat. So that ends the survivors go. So we now do zombie phase, which is attack, move and spawn. So none of them can attack, so we'll move them first. So we'll start with this one, because they can see the survivors. This one can also see the survivors. This one can only go one way anyway. Now those two, because all the noise is here, got 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So they have to split. We now have spawning phase, still on blue. We have 2 walkers over there, that zone. Nothing, so that's good. Down here, 1 walker. And finally in this zone. And now here we have sewer. We get a walker appears in the sewer on a tile where there's at least 1 survivor. So now we've got to check. The survivors are actually, because they're in that zone there, they're actually on 4 tiles. So walkers will appear here because there's 1 there. There's no sewer on that tile, so they're safe. This tile, there is a manhole, and there is a manhole. So that hasn't worked out very well for the survivors. They've got a lot to deal with now. So what I'll do is 1 more move, and then maybe 2 more moves, and then finish this video. So the marker moves from Ivy to Chaz. Chaz has still only got a crowbar. He can search because there's no zombie in that zone, so he is going to search. This could be a bit risky. Right, he's got a machete, so he's got 2 hand-to-hand weapons now. So that's one of his moves. He's got 2 moves left plus a free melee action. So what he could do is try and take out some zombies, but he's not going to. He's going to stay where he is. He's going to let the other 3 do it. So Eva has got a pistol and a rifle. So the pistol and the rifle, she can choose to shoot into this zone or that zone. So what she's going to do, she's going to have a go in this zone. So she's got 3 attempts, and she gets a +1 dice roll to ranged. So she's going to use a rifle. 1 dice to get 3 or more. Don't forget, she gets +1. So she's going to try and take out these 3 here, and she's got 3 goes. 1 + 1 extra is 2, so she's missed. She's got rid of 1 of them. 2 + 1, so she gets 3, so another 1 has gone. So Eva, do this off camera, is up to 2, and that is all her goes over, and she's created some noise. I'm not going to put noise in the zone because it's obvious that all the noise is coming from this zone, so when they split up a bit, that's when I put the noise tokens down. So Eva has taken out 2 of the zombies. So we now have Troy to go. Troy has got a sawn-off shotgun and a baseball bat. So what Troy is going to do, he's going to shoot his sawed-off shotgun into there, and he's got 2 dice to get a 3 or more. So let's see if he can do it. He's missed. He's going to use his second action to reload, and his third action is to shoot again. 2 5s. Bang, both gone. Brilliant stuff. So that's Troy's go over. We now have Ivy, and Ivy has the evil twins, and she has the ability of sniper, so she can actually choose, but she's going to use the evil twins to try and take out this zombie here. And the evil twins, if I look, is 2 dice to get a 4 or more, so she's got 3 chances of killing this zombie. She's missed with the first one, but she's got the second one. Bang! Zombie dead. So before I go any further, I'm just going to pause it here, just so I can put the markers on their cards, and then I'll come back and continue with the zombie phase. Okay, so I've changed the markers now. Everybody's off the mark. Ivy still has 1 go left because she took 2 shots to kill that zombie. She has a fire axe, so she could open that door, but she's not going to because they're going to be spawned. They're going to do that possibly on the next round. So what we're going to do now is going to move on to zombie phase. We'll do the easier ones to move first. Because that's the nearest, quickest route to the sound. That one won't split. And that's got 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5. So that one would move 1. Those 2 again will split. And we now have spawning phase. So we have 1 walker up in the top. Over there now. 2 walkers. So the zombies are starting to pile up down here. 2 walkers, and finally over here nothing. So that's good, and we move the marker from Chaz to Eva. So it's Eva to go first. She has a rifle, so she can do a little bit of damage. She's going to go for the nearest zombie first. She's going to try and shoot this one. She's got 3 chances to get a 3 or more, and she gets +1 to her dice roll. 3 gone, so that's 1 gone. She's now going to try and take out these 2. She's got 2 more actions left. Missed. Another 1 gone. So Eva goes up to 2, so I'll just pause it and move it up. Okay, that's Eva's go over. We now have Troy. He's got the sword off. He could move forward and do a bit of damage. What Troy is going to do is he's going to take 1 action to move down. His second action is to shoot his sword-off shotgun at this zombie here to try and kill him off. So he's got 2 dice to get a 3 or more. And he's got him. Bang! So that's good. Again, I'll pause it and move him up the scale. Okay, that's all Troy's going to do. We now have Ivy. Now she has the evil twins. She can't shoot anything from where she is. So what she's going to do... decisions. She's going to take a bit of a risk. 1 action to move up. She's got 2 more actions to shoot them. So she needs a 4 or more. Four and a 1, so that's one of them gone. Last action, 5 and a 1. So she's managed to get rid of 2. I'll move her up the scale in a minute. So that's Ivy over with, and we finally finish off with Chaz. Now he can't attack anybody, so what Chaz is going to do, he's going to search again. No canned food, it's not a weapon, and he's got a submachine gun. So Chaz is going to move his machete out of the way and equip himself with a submachine gun, range of 0 to 1. Now he's used one go to search, so his second action is to move up, and his third action is to try and mow down that zombie there with his submachine gun, which is 3 dice to get a 5 or more. And he's got it. So that zombie is dead. So I'll just pause it here before I do the zombie phase, just to move them up their experience ladder. Okay, we're now going to do zombie phase. So remove the easiest ones first, which will be this guy. He will go that way because it's the quickest route. Those two, because they can see a survivor, will move this way. That one, it's got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, so he will move this way. That one will split. Hold on, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, so it will move that way, and this one will come down. So you could argue that he would split, but because that is the quickest route to the nearest sound, that's why he hasn't split. So we're now spawn. 1 walker. That zone up there. 1 walker. This zone down here. 1 walker. And finally this zone over here, 1 walker. So I'll finish the video off there. All 4 of them have had a go, and on the next video it will be the next 4 rounds. So they're in a bit of a not a bad situation at the moment. I think it's time to start entering the room and getting that token. So I'll just give you a quick sort of zoom round. And until the next video, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.